Hello, everybody. This is Joseph Land, and welcome to the Joseph Land Show today. Thanksgiving week is November the 21st, 2022. And I got a surprise for you guys today. As you know, we've been working on our Joseph Land brand back end and training program and all of that. And so for today, you're going to get a sneak preview. You're going to get a preview of what we're doing. And nobody's seen this but you. So I want you to just relax and see this. And then at the end of this, I'm going to talk about the word worry. Why? Okay. So I have Kyle Budd. Kyle is on here with us today. Kyle is one of my partners at JL Capital Group. And if you want to Google JL Capital Group.com, you'll see his picture. But Kyle is just an amazing young entrepreneur. He's been very successful in this financial sector, and he and I speak the same language in that regard. And he has really, really been a blessing to me, along with Doris Chua, Mark Chua, who are also part of my JL Capital structure and company. And today you're going to see how we are going about doing our JL brand. And so Kyle, I'm really honored, excuse me, I'm really honored to have you on here today. And so I'm going to give you the screen and you take it away and let's give everybody a sneak preview.
Sounds good. Thank you very much for the intro, sir. Hi, everybody. As you said, I'm Kyle Budd, and today I'm going to be showing you what we've been working on for the back part of our coaching and development programs. So we'll go ahead and take you through the whole process of logging in. I'll take you through the different screens and the purpose of the development platform and how you're also going to interact with your coaches.
Kyle, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Take them back to the front page just a minute. When they go onto the website, just go back.
No problem.
This is the Joseph Land website, and it talks about the various things you can do. And there are many people that want the training that I do, as I've told you, and some of them can't get on calls and stuff with us at noon time. And there are only 8 people that I can work with because I don't have the capability. And so I want to start giving what I know to more and more people and really create a business with this. And so this is where you come into the josephland.com, and then you click on the Start Your Journey here. And so Kyle, take it from there.
Yes, sir. So you can start your journey here. There's different packages that you can choose. Each comes with its own list of benefits and resources. But this whole Start Your Journey page just walks you through the basics of how we approach business development. And then if you continue to scroll down, you can see the actual different offers. So we offer 3 primary membership options. The simplest will be the Shift Success. It's the essentials for more of a DIY approach for business development. And we have our most popular is the Dream Maker. This starts to get you more in touch with the coaches that we have who can help guide you on one-on-one sessions as well. And then we have our Inner Paradigm Shift, which it's our most robust package. It also includes other tools from our partners, such as website development, marketing. It's a full turnkey solution to getting your business up and off the ground and in front of exactly who you need to be in front of. Now, after clicking on one of these packages and signing up, you'll eventually be taken to what we call the login page for our actual software. And after you sign up, you'll get you can go in here and create a client account. It'll go in for review. For the purposes of showing you this test, I've already approved my account and just connected it so I can just go straight to login. So I'm just going to fill out that information real quick. And this is going to be your primary dashboard where you're going to go to find all of your resources. Everything that we have that can help you develop your business is all bundled in right here. We have a simple tutorial. I'll take you through that later. It's getting started. That also introduces you to your AI companion for the courses. And then we'll have report statistics. Since we do weekly calls, you'll report the information that you need for your business so we can make sure that we had the most up-to-date information possible and we can continue to help you go in the right direction. And then you'll also be able to attend the weekly meetings like today, simply from the virtual meeting. We'll include a new screen which has a countdown to the next weekly occurrence so you don't miss anything. And then here on the assignments tabs, this is where you'll find all the library of online courses that you can enroll in, and our coaches can actually assign you courses that we think you may help guide you towards the next steps. We also have a ranking system for all of our members within this business or within this membership. And we'll continue to check that so you can actually track your progress, and then we'll have more of a community feel. We've also affiliated with NAV and IDIQ. These are two providers that help people build their own personal and their business credit. NAV also helps us allow us to get businesses the funding they need to either expand or just start up. And then, of course, we have an easy to access section for you to update your profile information. As you can see, I have a little default K for Kyle here for testing the account. But now I'm going to go ahead and have you meet Anna. She's our main AI partner for guiding you through the courses.
Hi, I'm Anna. Welcome to Joseph Land's Coaching for Business. You are probably here because you want to take your business to the next level, or you want to start a business for the first time. I will be your guide as you navigate through the business courses and achieve the success you deserve. I'll be with you every step of the way. A little bit about Joseph Land. As a kid, my dream was to play professional baseball. The Los Angeles Dodgers drafted me, and I thought my dream would be fulfilled. However, a torn rotator cuff ended that dream, and I knew I had to get another dream pretty quickly. Mr. Land began his career in transportation with only a dream and formed the Joseph Land Group. Over the years, he was fortunate to create a company that grew from a humble beginning to more than $179 million in annual sales. At its peak, the company had a fleet of 1,500 trucks and 2,000 employees in 23 offices across North America. In 1989, Pricewaterhouse listed the Joseph Land Group as the 8th largest refrigerated transportation company in North America and the 18th largest company in South Carolina. Using his transferable business skills, Mr. Land and his team have helped many business owners like you achieve success. With dedication, discipline, and a good mentor, your business will stand the test of time and be profitable. In the next few lessons, we will discuss the importance of taking accurate statistics and how it can positively impact your business, accumulating personal and business credit and how it may impact your business in a positive or negative way, and digital tools required to help your business grow. By the way, as a disclaimer, I am obligated to let you know that I'm the latest development in artificial technology serving you on behalf of the JL Capital Group. I am here to make your learning experience more efficient and user-friendly. I will continue to help you grow in your personal growth and business development in the lessons to come. Your personal information will never be shared with anyone. My main goal is to help and assist humans wherever I can. We are of peace, always.
And we'll continue with the we'll continue the tutorial.
Coaching for business.
Excuse me one second.
You are probably here because you.
There we go. So as we continue the tutorial, she'll also give you an overview of the first set of courses that we're going to have.
Hey there. Welcome back. Time sure flies, doesn't it? As mentioned before, we will discuss certain skills you will need to participate in our business coaching program. These skills will help you improve your business and help you get a better understanding of where you are in business development. In this lesson, we will get you on the road to success. Let's hit the road. First stop, reporting statistics. Statistics is defined as the practice or science of collecting and analyzing numerical data in large quantities, especially for the purpose of inferring proportions in a whole from those in a representative sample. In layman's terms, statistics is keeping track of your daily spending habits so you can use comparisons to help improve your business. You will be required to fill out your monthly statistics report on a monthly basis. Once you answer the questions properly, they will populate your dashboard. From your dashboard, you can report your statistics by selecting the Report Statistics button. Let us go to our next stop. Personal credit. Personal credit has become a foundational piece that can affect numerous aspects of our financial lives and determine the courses we choose to charter for ourselves, as well as the doors that will remain open for us along the way. We would like you to take a sneak peek at your personal credit. We have partnered with a credit agency where you can view your personal credit score through their platform. You can access it by selecting personal credit from your dashboard. Under your assignments, you will be assigned an in-depth course about personal credit. It will appear in your assignments. This is also located on the main dashboard. You can access it by selecting the assignments button. Let's zoom to our next stop. This stop, business credit. In the earliest stages of forming your business and trying to build your business credit profile, your personal credit score will likely still have some extra influence on whether or not you can get approved for small to medium-sized business loans. That's because your business is considered to be its own person. But if it's still a business in its infancy, then the only other point of reference is the person who founded the business. Lenders are always just looking to see if their loan is likely to get paid back in full and on time. So in this sense, having a good personal credit score will help your business in the beginning. But what happens as time goes on? As time passes, your business will need to develop its own credit history. As a business is a separate entity, it will require its own kind of attention and strategies to ensure its success. This is why you can check your business credit from the main dashboard by selecting business credit. Under your assignments, you will have a full lesson on this subject, and we will also give coaching lessons on developing business credit. Let us go to our next stop. Before we reach our final destination, let's take a look at corporate filing. Now, most people are familiar with the basic types, such as an LLC or a sole proprietorship, and there is no shortage of experts who tell you their own opinion as to which is best. That's not the purpose of this lecture, though. For something to be the best, it has to eclipse all other options in the form of utility and sustainability. Different business entity types exist because each business has different needs and will follow a different path. So there isn't a simple one-size-fits-all that everyone can choose without any actual effort to proper planning. Do you have the correct corporate entity? We will take a look. Be sure to check your assignments and review the lesson on corporate filings. This lesson is accessible through the main dashboard. Let's go to our final stop. We've made it to our final stop. We've engaged several subjects in which the full lessons can be accessed on the main dashboard by selecting the assignments button. Just to recap, your beginner's lessons will include the importance of taking statistics, personal credit, business credit, and corporate filings. These highlighted subjects will be the foundation to get you and your business on the road to success. Again, we are so excited to have you part of the Joseph Land's Coaching for Business. Bye for now. See you in the future. Anna, signing off.
So that'll be the overview of the initial courses we have. And as she said, for the report and statistics, since we're meeting every week, we've also incorporated a way for you to give us an idea of what exactly your business needs. It's a short questionnaire. It takes less than 10 minutes to go through. And that will generate a profile for us to make sure that we review and can continue to build from. I'm not going to take you through that whole process right now, but it's a simple prompt. We'll take your business information, the name, location, your main office, your overhead, what you need, how to get new customers, or if you just need to maintain your recurring customers. We use all that information to help build more of a customized plan for you and your business. So going back to the main dashboard, you can choose the assignments. So this takes you to assignments and the resource for library for our online courses. Here's where we're going to have all of the online courses that we have available. However, if you're speaking with a mentor or a coach, they can actually assign you different courses they think you should take to elevate yourself to the next step. So you can see those here. So for testing purposes, I sent myself an intro to meditation and a figuring out your MVP. So from here, you can review what it is the coach wants you to look at. This is the course overview, and then you can choose to accept it, and then that'll enroll you in the course automatically. Along with the assignments, you can also communicate with your coaches in the form of like a notes. So if you have a meeting set up with your coach, a 15-minute meeting, and you want them to review it, to review your notes to make sure we can better assist you, you can actually simply say, hey, I'm not getting this topic. I don't understand it. And then you can leave some, exemplary notes of I want to talk about XYZ. So any coach that you have can actually go through, read your notes, send you notes. As an internal messaging system that we built in. So they can review that, and we can make sure that you get the most bang for your buck for every single meeting that you have with any coach we have. So going back to the main page. And then of course, from the home profile, we mentioned the rankings. As all of our members continue to report statistics, you can all see where you rank and how your business has progressed over the time of dealing with us. And we've already included a simple access way to build your business credit and personal credit, just like Anna mentioned. All you have to do is click it. It takes you directly to our sign-in link. And with Impact IDIQ, you'll have access to a full suite of tools and resources that you can use to build your personal credit. This includes tips and tricks for building personal credit, as well as a smart integrated credit projection. So basically, you can put your information in and say, I was going to pay off this credit card and that credit card. It'll show you what that's going to look like for your credit score over the next several months. So you can start to plan ahead, do simulations to see which one's going to go for you. Or sorry, which one's going to be most beneficial. And that was IDIQ. The business credit would be for Nav. That'll hook you up with setting you up with a person who can give you your business loan that you may need to get the funding to actually expand out, or just to maintain day-to-day operations. So it helps to match you with credit providers. And then of course we had the profile. You can change your information here, add notes, and this would be one of the primary points for you to communicate with your coaches. And that is the sneak preview of our coaching platform. Stop sharing my screen now, and I'll take on any questions y'all may have. Joseph, you're muted.
Several things I want to point out to you guys. Number one, there's so many people that come to JL Capital wanting capital, but they have no credit, right? They can't get financed anywhere. And so we're trying to help people solve that issue. The other thing is that people come to us and they're not structured properly. So I want to teach them about structure and statistics and how things work in the real business world. And so I'm very excited about this. And of course, we have Anna talking to people. And what I've learned is that there are a lot of people who are intimidated to talk to me in the start of the deal. And then when I see them start progressing, I'm able to work with them and help them and do formats like this right here, where we can have a bunch of people on it at the same time. But Kyle, I'm very excited about that. And I'm very excited about the work that you and the team have done to get us to this point. And I wanted to make sure we showed you guys, because we're launching this tomorrow. So, or actually today. But all of my content that I've ever done in my lifetime about business is on this website. Every bit of it. Any subject matter you want to access that I have ever done is on this website. Isn't that right, Kyle?
Yes, sir. And we're still continuing to grow the catalog. As we upload more to the AI to be more beneficial for you, then we'll continue to have more and more courses added in. It's an ever-growing process, and the way that we interact with our courses will start to change over time as well. So not only are you going to be getting guided through the courses by Anna, but as time goes on, you'll also be able to interact with her in the form of quizzes. So it can become a hands-free experience instead of just going through PowerPoint that many other coaches offer. We want it to be a full interactive suite experience. Sir, you're muted again.
Anybody have any questions for Kyle? No questions? All right. All right, no questions, Kyle. Good job.
Thank you.
Very well done.
Thank you, sir.
You can tell there's been a lot of effort and a lot of resources put into this. And I wanted, the other thing that I love about everything in the future will be AI. I mean, things, you'll call somewhere. I mean, think about your phone. If you want to know where something is on an iPhone, you just ask Siri where it is, right? And so Siri comes back and says it's 201 Main Street. That's where you're looking for, or whatever. And so everything is going that direction. And so I wanted to get ahead of it a little bit with using someone like Anna, who can speak to someone and give them the information, and it's not intimidated to talk to someone like me initially, right? And so once I see them getting on the path, there are a lot of people who call me and want to take my time, but they really aren't serious about building a business yet. And so I want to lead them along the path to get them to where they need to be, so I can really jump in and help them exponentially grow, so to speak. So it's just everything that I have ever dreamed about establishing in this space of personal growth and development, and helping people become successful in a very sincere way about business. So Kyle, I'm very proud of your work. Mark and Doris, thank you. Very proud of your work. And been a lot of, as you can see, there's been a lot of stuff going to this. So Kyle, anything else?
No, sir. I'll hang around to field any questions that somebody may come up with regarding the platform, but thank you for your time.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions before we continue? Okay, Dawn.
I'd like to make a comment. I was really blown away by that. Starting a business, if no one's ever did it before, or they don't have any degrees in college courses or anything like that, might not ever start one because it's so overwhelming. And that seemed to take you by the hand, step by step by step by step, so you can actually start to put an idea or a dream into motion without the intimidation being so overwhelming that you don't even do it. So that was mind-blowing. That was
Thank
really
you. Let me give you an example of what you just said. I have a client right now that I'm working with that has a $10 million business. And they should really be a subchapter S corporation, but they came to me as an LLC, and that doesn't suit them as far as, for instance, paying Social Security. It doesn't suit their purpose. And so I would have never counseled them on that on the front end. I would have declared to be a subchapter S on the front end. And so in January, that's what they're going to do. They're going to be an LLC, but they'll declare as a subchapter S. And so there are many things that people don't tell you, and you don't know to ask, that our program will lead you through, such as what you just talked about, Dawn. So that's very, very, very astute on your part. That's exactly the way I feel. I mean, you guys have access to me a lot of the time, but there are millions of people all over the globe who would like access to something like this who don't have it, and we intend to give it to them.
But you can't spoon feed everyone, Joseph. There's not enough for you to go around. So this is, it's brilliant.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Bobby? Bobby, do you want to say something? I saw you raising your hand. No? Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else have anything to say? Dave, what do you think about that?
Very interesting. Being in the position I've been in for years, and also an entrepreneur, the statistic thing gets me, and that's the piece that most people don't get in business and don't use, which could be very successful if you did use it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that part, very much so.
I'm dealing with another client that has good revenue and makes a profit. But if he isn't careful, he's going to go broke because of cash flow. You know, you can make a profit and go broke in a business. And so these are the things that I know that I want to teach people.
Mhm.
But as Dawn said, I can't talk to everybody. I have to have a platform where I can talk to multiple people across multiple states and countries, and then pick out those people, like many of you, that I talk to on a frequent basis. So it's just really, really exciting to see the Lord work in this way.
Yeah.
Tracy, how about you?
Well, I was really impressed. I'm impressed with Anna, to be truthful. I think it's excellent. Like you said, a lot of people are intimidated approaching you for the first time. So Anna's a good lead in, and then it'll be other coaches too. And Kyle, you did a beautiful job, my young man. It's great. It's great to
Thank you, ma'am.
see. Yeah, it's going to be a real blessing to people, all, like you said, all over the globe. It's not going to be US, it's going to be all over the globe. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can, Bobby.
Okay, good. Sorry about that. I don't know why my microphone was off. If Kyle could please put in the chat the website address and stuff like that. During this meeting, I've been trying to go to jlcapitalgroup.com and it's saying the site can't be reached, and it's taking too long to respond. So it just
problem,
kicks
no
me
problem.
out and just asked me to keep reloading it and reloading it.
It's there are several different websites. josephland.com is where you want to go. josephland.com.
Oh, I got you.
All right. You should get it there. josephland.com. All right. Any other questions? Any other observations? Bridget, what do you think?
I just had to unmute. So I'm very curious. For me, the whole thing is intimidating a bit because me and business, nothing happened there much. So I'm curious about the beginner level, and congratulations for creating all of this, and how you said you put everything you have in there. So congratulations for that, and thank you, Kyle. So I'm curious about the beginners level, the first one. What is in there?
Okay. Good question, Kyle.
I think this would be easier if I can just list out the lessons we're going to start with. Is that fine?
Yes. Go right ahead.
Okay, that's no problem. So just like Anna said, we're going to cover the business, personal credit, building out your statistics. So the way the lessons work is we tackle a particular subject. So for example, the first lessons are based off of a personal credit, business credit. The personal credit is its own lesson. It takes you through how to build your personal credit, some best practices, and things of that nature. Once you finish that, then you can go on to the business credit. And it does the same thing. It explains the concept of the different factors that affect your business credit and how to build it, also some best practices to maintain it. And of course, we also offer the affiliates for NAV and IDIQ, which will help guide you along your way towards building the credit. We also have a course for building your team infrastructure. That one is centered on people who may have started off as a sole proprietorship that are ready to take the next steps towards an LLC, or they're just continuing to expand their business and they don't really know what to do. So we cover the different topics of what is an executive board, how would you pick, how do you sort out your department heads, and how the flow of information should work back and forth. Another course that we have lined up for our initial docket is the business entity course. That one covers why somebody would choose to file as a certain type of business. So it's not really applicable for somebody who wants to just own an arts and crafts store and run on their own to form as an S corp. You're most likely going to do a sole proprietorship. And that course explains at what point should you consider moving from being a sole proprietorship to an LLC. What are the different benefits or the stipulations that come with each type of business entity? That way you can be more informed as you choose how to file. And that sums up our initial packet of courses that we're launching with. We'll definitely continue to add more advanced courses. Mr. Land has an extensive brain to pick, and it takes time to put them all together. But no, that's the initial course. We're going to start small, simple, as if somebody didn't have any form of reference for how to start or manage a business, and we'll build from there. And of course, these weekly meetings will also help guide everybody along the way as well.
Thank you very much. And if I may, I have two follow-up questions. So the one is it only for people who live in the USA, or can other people who live in another country benefit as well? And the second question is, how about absolute beginners who do not have a business? Is it working for them as well?
Yes, we want it to work for people who both they have an existing business and want to improve it and expand, and also from somebody who's considering starting.
Someone who aspires to have a business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We don't want to cut anybody out because of something they don't currently have. So it's good for people who are trying to start. And as for other countries, there will be certain stipulations regarding business structures, but these courses are meant to be, let's say, you can cross the platforms to it's transferable skills. So it should apply to everybody in any. It's the same. It's the mentality for maintaining business. Joseph, you have anything on that?
And yes, I want to make this a global, Bridget, a global enterprise. And I've told y'all every week we have people in Pakistan and Ghana. I have a family in Ghana that watches this show every week and sends me a WhatsApp message. And so now they'll be able to come on and access and be a part of it because they're sleeping right now as we're doing the show. So it's really cool. Rachel, what do you think?
You know, I think it's amazing. I think it's going to help a lot of people. I think people who have built businesses before could probably learn a lot from it. I think I could learn from it too. So yeah, I like it.
Good. Okay. Well, any further questions for Kyle?
It looks like the person signed in from their iPhone has their hand raised.
Okay.
Yeah, hi, this is Jerry here, Joseph. So you're a really scary character. So I'm so glad that you created this alternative platform so that we're all not so afraid of you. I love you, Joseph. You know that. And I'm not afraid of you. And I'm really grateful for your coaching. But let me tell you my reaction to this, being in the coaching business for 20 years and all this kind of stuff. I'll have to tell you that what you got here is startups on steroids. It's incredible. The level of content, the level of clarity that you're giving people when they come to you. So it's also coaching on steroids. What a beautiful thing to have a sequence of offering that a person can move from one thing to another and walk their way up to, executive level functioning. I just think it's brilliant. So thanks for sharing it.
Thank you so much. What a wonderful endorsement from someone I totally admire. Thank you.
Joe. Yeah, I love like Jerry said, the simplicity, the way you said it, the way that it's laid out is brilliant because simple explanation, simple decision. You lay it out simply and people can make a simple decision. You don't have to make it overly complicated. You just lay it out in a simple manner like that, and people can understand it and make a logical decision. And that now they're part of their business decisions, which I think is great, because the more you back people up with good decisions, the more good decisions they make. So you're walking them along, not telling them what to do. I think it's very, very well laid out. Very brilliant, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you, Tom. Tom Henderson.
Yeah, Joseph. I think this is brilliant. Your Dream Maker there at $199 a month. That's $2,400 a year. I paid $2,400 for a weekend training seminar. That you just get something, you go away for the weekend, you get all the information. This here for the same price, you're getting an online thing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with all the different interaction and stuff. It's amazing. When you're looking for new entrepreneurs or people that are already in business, like Dave was talking about statistics and stuff, and how to gauge and track and see where you're at. To have this information at your fingertips with a click of a mouse, it's amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tom. And see, guys, when you look at a $99 package or a $199 package or a $499 package on a monthly basis, the people that I work with directly, of course, I would charge more than that. But I want to give this to everybody because I can't be with everybody every week, right? On a one-on-one basis, as Don said. The other thing that really touched me in this whole process was, gosh, when you really think about this as a business, do you realize that we have 6 people full-time working on this? And those of you who have businesses, that costs a lot of money. Then you start applying the infrastructure and the technology and all the things that Kyle and Doris and the team does. It's very expensive to build an infrastructure and a platform like this. And so I want you to see our heart in doing this. I've been willing, along with Kyle and Doris and a lot of different people that work with us, Jennifer, we've been willing to make the investment to give people a chance to elevate their game and exponentially grow themselves from where they are to where they want to be, not where I want them to be, where they want to be, right? But most people who come to JL Capital, let's break down my organization into parts. There's a specialty products division that deals in steel and lumber and different things that you never hear about. That takes a lot of money to operate. And then there's JL Capital that finds money for people and, funding and that kind of stuff. And what we find in that sector of JL Capital business is that most people can't qualify for a loan because of their credit. And they can't even get close to a business loan because of their personal credit. And so without me telling them that, we walk them through the process to get them to that so they can qualify. And so it's just really, this has been really well thought out to lift people up and edify people as opposed to hurting their feelings and telling them they don't qualify. Boom, over with. Next conversation, And I don't want to operate like that, and that's why we've created this. So okay, you don't have good credit, great. Most people don't right now because of COVID, but I'm going to teach you how to have great credit. I'm going to walk you through the process, and at some point, Joseph is going to show up and encourage you and take you to where you want to be. And so that's exactly what we're doing here, and I'm so proud of it. And then the whole mentoring part, the josephland.com, the whole mentoring part is so critical for me because, I've always had mentors in my life. I've had mentors playing sports. I've had mentors in my spiritual walk. I've had mentors in my business walk. And I think mentors are so important. And so at some point in this process, those of you who've been training with me all this time would be part of my mentoring program. So we're very excited about it. And we know exactly where we're going. And we ask for your prayers and you're blessing on this company, part of our company, because we feel like that this is what we're being given to be a blessing to mankind in this way. And I'm going to tell you guys, people ask me, what is the most important investment I can make right now? I'm saying have a business of your own that creates an income. That's the most important thing you can do right now. So anyway, enough from me. Kyle, anything else before you leave?
No, sir. Anybody has any questions before I head out, then I'm happy to answer them. If not, then thank you so much for having me.
And so I want to also teach you guys that you need to be smart, and you need to be shrewd about how you do your business, and who compromises your business. And so Kyle is in Las Vegas. Jennifer and I are in South Carolina. We have someone in Virginia who's my partner. We have two people in the Philippines who are just absolutely brilliant. And so someone asked me, well, what are your hours for your business? I said, we never close, because Mark and Doris are, half a day ahead of us. And so they're either up and working or we're up and working. And so we never close. So it's really, really cool how you learn how to structure your business and have those resources. And so a lot of you guys and a lot of people who will join this program, I will share with them my resources in how to do these kind of things. So that's enough about that. But any more questions for me about the josephland.com brand and where we're going with that? All right, good. All right, I want to talk to you guys about a subject matter today. We're getting close to getting through here. Anybody ever worry? Anybody ever worry about anything? Am I the only one?
No, never.
Okay. Anybody worry besides me? Okay.
Yep.
Maybe we don't need to discuss this today. Molly, were you trying to say something?
I was just agreeing with you. I worry sometimes unnecessarily because some things you can change and some things you can't. So
Amen.
it's just picking your battles, I guess.
Amen. Amen. Thank you for that. Well, I want you guys to write this down. And Mark Chua, who does a lot of postings for me on social media, you guys will meet Mark and Doris one day. But this is one of the things that I love, that I have always said: the beginning of anxiety is the end of faith, and the beginning of faith is the end of anxiety. True faith is the end of anxiety. Isn't that cool?
Mhm.
Tracy and I were having that discussion last week. And, one of the things that, why do we worry about things? We worry about change. Worry about what else? We worry about money. We worry about our work environment. We worry about having a job. We worry about our family. We worry, if you're a student, we worry about studying. Worry about, the loss of a loved one. Relationships. We worry about relationships. Anybody add to that?
Health.
There's so many different things you can worry about if you just let your mind wander for a little while.
That's right.
I mean, you can worry about the next time your dog's going to go outside if you're not at home, even. It just is the way it is.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it? But what I want to talk about is unnecessary worry, the things that we worry about that we probably shouldn't worry about. And I always tell my wife, we start talking about our children and I can start seeing the worry. I said, the great thing about our children is they're also God's children. And we have them on loan. We have them on loan. And so he hasn't taken his hand off of them one time. And I was telling a friend of mine who had a wayward child. And I said, just keep loving that child. Keep telling that child you love them. Keep praying for that child on your knees. and that child will come back. And you know what? That child came back, and that child is a star doing great in life. And so we worry about things. And what I've learned to do is when I'm worrying about things, I just say, Lord, forgive me for worrying about this. I'm going to put this on the altar before you. I'm going to give it to you because you can fix it and I can't. And I'm going to give it to you. All right. And so many times when I catch myself starting to overthink about something or worry, I start deep breathing, taking some deep breaths. I start, meditating. I start thinking about what it is that's causing me concern. It's also nice to have a close confidant in your inner circle that you can share things that you're concerned about. And the other thing that I did years ago, and it's kind of funny that we're talking about the subject today, because I pulled this out about 2 weeks ago, a journal that I journaled in as far back as 2000, wrote down things that I was concerned about and that I asked God to help me deal with. And looking at that journal now, as opposed to that point in time reference, it's just been amazing to watch God solve all those things that I was worried about. Who was it, Mark Twain, that says, he worried about a lot of things that happened in his life, and thought about a lot of terrible things that were going to happen in his life, and some of them actually happened. Most of them didn't. And so the things that we get distracted by, I think, cause us from reaching our journey as quickly as we possibly could. So how do I do that? Practice gratitude. When I find myself being overly concerned about something personally, I start saying, Lord, I just thank you, and I'm just grateful and where I am. And then the other thing that I know that causes me to be off emotionally is when I don't have the proper sleep. Can y'all relate to that? When you don't get the proper sleep, you're going to be off emotionally, and just know it. And when I, for whatever reason, I love key lime pie. All right. I'm going to confess. And so one night I ate 2 pieces of key lime pie. I went to sleep at the same time I normally do, but my sleep was terrible because my heart rate stayed up so long with that sugar that I couldn't get it down. And so my emotions were different the next day. My emotions were a little more sensitive. And so what I did is I didn't make any key business decisions until I got that under check. And so can anybody want to talk any about this today, about worry? Okay, Don.
Now that my relationship is closer with God, anytime I start to worry, I immediately think of be anxious for nothing. And I tell myself, if I worry, I'm really telling God that I don't believe that he has me in the palm of his hands. And when I remind myself that I could potentially be insulting God by worrying, it really makes me stop immediately, because I want to please God. And that's part of pleasing him, is trusting in him. So
Amen.
That's what I'm doing now.
Amen. Let me give you all an assignment. I want you to write this down. This changed my perspective on worrying. I want you to read Matthew, the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verses 25 through 34. And it talks about worry. It says, do not worry. Want me to read it to you?
Yes, please.
Here we go.
Is it about the birds?
Say it again.
Is that the part about the birds who do not worry?
Yes, it is. It is, Bridget. Thank you. So therefore, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more important than food and the body more important than clothing? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not more valuable than they? Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to his life? Oh, man. And why do you worry about clothes? See how the lilies of the field grow. They do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you that not even Solomon in all of his splendor was dressed like any of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, will he not much more clothe you, O ye of little faith? So do not worry, saying, what shall we eat? What shall we drink? What shall we wear? For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Wow, is that good or what? Anybody have any comment about that? That was powerful. So when you catch yourself worrying, think about the birds of the air being fed. You think about.
In my experience, the more I worry about something, the more nothing happens. And the more that I give it to God, the more things do happen.
Wow. Thank you for that, Bobby. Powerful. Anybody else? Tracy?
I feel that we as God's people here, we are so blessed to know that. And like Dawn says, whenever I get into the worry mode, I get immediately, the Holy Spirit says, be anxious for nothing.
Yes.
So we're blessed here. We know God's word, and I thank him for that.
Amen. Amen. Anybody else before we close this out today? Rachel?
Yeah, worry is just a distraction that's been put upon us by those who are not of God, and it's just something to take us away from him and our focus on something that shouldn't be there. So one of the things that I have people that I work with do, if they're worrying too much and they just keep coming at me with their worries, is I have them make a line straight down the middle of a piece of paper. And on the left-hand side, they have to write 5 things that they're currently grateful for. And then on the right-hand side, I call it grateful intentions, things that they want to have in their life that are not there yet. And then have them write 5 things of that as well. And then I tell them start focusing on how it feels and sees and the structure of it, of the things that are on that list, because chances are that list of 5 has one of the things they're worrying about on it. So when they start feeling the joy that that's going to bring, then that worry goes away.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Well, gosh, guys, what a great time. I want to admit to you guys, I worry some too. And I now know that I just need to give that up. And when I start thinking about something too much, I'm going to start making my columns too, Rachel. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And also, since I work with COL, I have a whole repertoire what I can do when I catch myself worrying, because it happens. It happens every day. So I can do exercises. I can read passages like the one you just read, which, by the way, is with me since I'm a kid, this passage, and it gave me so many blessings. Or I can pray, I can move. There are so many ways to distract oneself from worry.
Yes. Well, I want to thank you all for your participation today. And Jennifer and I want to wish you and your family a beautiful Thanksgiving holiday. We have so much to be thankful for. And I want to tell you how thankful we are for all of you, because you just totally bless our life. And we, Jennifer and I, are constantly talking about each one of you during the week. So if you feel it, we're talking good about you, and we're talking about how awesome you are, and how you bless our life. And when she has to do something with the children or something and she doesn't make it, she'll ask me, well, how's so-and-so doing today? Did they ask about me? I said, yeah, they asked about you, and she said, well, gosh, I just love her, or I just love him, or whatever. So, so cool. But just know you guys are loved, and we pray for you every day. And this core group is going to be such a blessing to the world. You've encouraged me so much to go do what I'm doing with what you saw here laid out for you today in our mentoring stuff. And because of your encouragement to me, it's happening. It's happening. So I want you to hang on here just a minute. Great being with you guys today. I want you to hang on here just a minute.